The Judge is in on a Friday edition. Yo, Judge!
Hey, Michael, why are you talking that way? Are you from a different part of London now?
I think I was a little English and Australian mixed into one. Some gentleman the other day told me I wasn't very eloquent with my speech, so I'm trying to do a little better.
Are you acting like the first 4 letters of the word Cockney, are you?
Now that's funny.
So MG and PT, it's the weekend. It's Friday. Let's do this already. I mean, goodness gracious. Cutting the tension with a knife. I'm sure that the text line is just burning off the entire hook tonight.
We shall see. We shall see. Yesterday was tough to beat. We had a ton of messages yesterday. The stories must have been pretty good.
The stories were good all around, and I think today's are also, but let's dive into them. PT, this poor kid, Thomas Bryant, he's got Laker fans mad, saying that he shouldn't have Kobe Bryant's last name on his jersey, but it's his name too. I mean, what does this kid have to do? Put a little TM in parentheses next to his name to honor the trademark on the word Bryant? I say, let Thomas Bryant roll with this. And nobody knew who this kid was, okay? Now they know who he is. Change your last name. I think he should go out there with the name He Hate Me on the back of his jersey.
I like the putting the little TM next to his name. Like, hey, it's my name. Kobe,
that's
get a
what
new
it's
name.
Come to.
Yeah.
I mean, this kind of thing spreads like a disease, guys. Now people are going to be mad at Des Bryant. You know, the late Coach Bear Bryant. Mass confusion at the Anita Bryant concert or something.
Come on.
Anita Bryant.
No, I'm serious. I mean, I'll bet you Kobe's wife, Vanessa Bryant, is catching flack. She's going to have to go back to her maiden name of Lane. And, of course, the next step, you know this is going to happen. LeVar Ball is going to demand that Lonzo change his last name, too.
Keep him out of this. Come on.
You can't confuse a teenager with the greatest basketball player of all time, Mike. Anyway.
All right.
So, Michael, Jimmy Butler, and I guess we have to include his personal trainer on this as well, since they seem to be tied at the hip, gave out Butler's phone number at a press conference, and now people are misdialing and calling some guy in Evanston, Illinois dozens of times. Is that correct?
That's true.
I feel bad for this guy. I mean, it's like somebody wrote for a good time call Jimmy on every bathroom stall in Chicago or something. Like, he doesn't know what's going on. His phone just keeps ringing. I hope the Bulls GM, Gar Forman, calls the real number a bunch of times and keeps ordering deep dish pizza to Jimmy Butler and his trainer for ripping him last week. Enjoy Siberia, Jimmy. Winter is coming. It's a beautiful day on Lakeshore Drive. Enjoy minus 52 at International Falls in 4 months.
The guy did say that he called the Timberwolves and they said there's not much we can do here, pal. Sorry.
They're speaking for everybody in the state of Minnesota. There's not much to do.
Oh, come on. It's a great place to visit.
Well, we could stare at each other or watch UHF. Okay. We'll watch UHF. So, Peter, the NFL shop is selling a Redskins license plate outlined by the state of Washington for sale. Not Washington, D.C., the state of Washington.
That's right.
And this is obviously what happens when you outsource your manufacturing to China. They don't know what's going on. I'm surprised they didn't use a picture of George Washington and put face paint on him. You know, I was scared when I saw that at first. I thought maybe Washington and Seattle had merged and became the Red Hawks. Now, that would be a tough team to beat.
Ugh.
Hey, I think the license plate is an awesome gift to get for your buddy who's a Skins fan. It's like giving him a map of where he can go hide his head after the Redskins implode this season.
There you go.
Go West, young fan. Michael, one day after the New York Knicks tried to make their fans think they're getting their act together, they misspelled their first-round draft pick's name on his jersey. Frank Ntilikina is his name. I know why James Dolan did this.
Not quite, but it was close.
What? Ntilikina?
Tilikina.
Ntilikina?
Oh, the N is silent.
Yes.
There you go.
I know why James Dolan did
R-O-C-K.
He gave so much money to Phil Jackson for leaving. he can't pay his rookies, so he misspells everyone's name. Next thing you know, Frank Ntilikina is calling Dolan from Wells Fargo Bank saying they won't cash his paycheck.
I love how the name keeps getting farther from what it is.
Yeah, that's like the Pasakis guy. Pasakis.
I think James Dolan is going to make it up to him by not giving little Nicotina free tickets to see JD in the Straight Shot on their dive bar and bordello tour.
I knew that was going to come in. I love it.
JD in the Straight Shot should get worse. It's like the Seinfeld, how Superman's in every episode. JD in the Straight Shot needs to be in every edition of Three from the Guys.
Absolutely. You got to follow them on their dive bar and bordello tour for sure. So, PT, the mother of, here's another hard one. Is it Hao Tong Lei? Lei Hao Tong?
Hao Tong Lee.
Hao Tong Lee. The mother of Hao Tong Lee waded into a muddy pond at the French Golf Open to get her son's putter back. Now, I don't know. I saw this video. Why nobody tried to stop this woman is beyond me, Pete. They all just laughed at her. I felt really bad. Like, there's got to be like a 2-stroke penalty if your mom goes diving through your club you threw away in disgust. I mean, she just kept wading deeper and deeper. I thought this is when a crocodile comes along and drags her under, but luckily she made it out.
But the look on her face when she realized there was no putter head on it.
I know, but nobody forced her to go in there. Nobody said, hey, go in there and get it. She did it herself. You know, mothers like that are dangerous, PT. Every time you break up with your girlfriend, she might go and bring her back to your house. Michael, could this be the end for Jaromir Jagr?
I hope not.
He tweeted that he's calling teams all over the league and nobody's answering. Jagr's been around for so long, I don't think they even had phones when he began in the NHL. I love how he tweeted.
They didn't have cell phones, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but you know, I love how he also tweeted that in 1994 everybody wanted him,
right?
And now in 2017 nobody wants him. Like, he's shocked that the aging process that affects all of humanity could somehow affect him.
Right.
Yeah, Jaromir, it's called getting old. I hope he keeps that. He had like the picture on one side of 1994 and then the current pic. I hope he keeps tweeting the 1994 pic with his current status next to it for the rest of his life. 2025. I used to be rich, now I'm broke. 2037. I used to be able to skate, now I'm in a wheelchair. WTF. Fellas, we are at the end of Three from the Guys, and I got to say, these are great stories. And going against my conventional wisdom, I'm going to have to say that this might be the first time in the month of June that we're going to have to go to the tiebreaker because, MG, you have won Three from the Guys.
Yes!
We have a winner. Congratulations, you are one of life's winners. We'll be right back.
Feel very privileged today to go into a holiday weekend of Three from the Guys on a high note.
You were worried, though, when he said unconventional, and so you thought, oh, God, maybe I lost.
Well, considering I'm off a couple days next week, I don't know how much Three from the Guys there'll be, so I feel really good that I will go in on a high note.
Yeah, but you might not, Mike, because we still have to do the tiebreaker. You guys are tied 2 apiece.
Let's get this going.
And the thing here is I've appointed a bailiff as well. The judge has appointed Rusty Hennig to observe you both so that since I'm in the office next door, I can't actually see what you guys are doing. So that you can't Google the answer and try to, like, cheat.
Rusty.
Just to be on the safe side.
Whoa, Rusty.
Rusty's the bailiff for the People's Court. I get it.
Absolutely. Rusty Hennig is here. Yeah. So the possession arrow goes to PT.
Yeah.
And you know how this works, guys. We ask you a numerical question. You can either answer the question or pass it. Whoever answers it, the other person has a chance to guess higher or lower. So do you want to get the question, PT, or pass it to Mike?
I'm going to pass it to Mike.
All right, Mike, this is it. Tonight is going to be the debut. Nick Williams is batting 5th in the lineup for the Phillies in his major league debut. Previously, Williams spent 6 years in the minor league farm system. In his minor league career, how many home runs has Nick Williams hit?
I will go with 78.
78. Is the number higher or lower, PT?
I'm going to say lower, Judge.
The number of minor league home runs that Nick Williams has hit is 77.
Wow!
I win by one.
By one.
That was a total guess.
You were almost right on. Wow.
That was an awesome effort. You guys both did great. You both deserve trophies. You both deserve to go to the Rough Rider show. What can I say?